I finished the other half of my crossover project. I'm really thrilled with the whole thing, how it turned out. Of course, there are tweaks and I'll tell you about that, but all in all, a win and a win. Hi, it's Myrna. Thanks for joining me in my studio. The top I'm wearing is Simplicity 9469. I decided I needed to narrow it down to exactly the parts that I was testing, which were the elastic waist and the elastic and shape of the sleeve. I eliminated the neckline from the pattern and just did a basic wider round neck. And I also changed the hemline to the one from Berta 6326 that I had enjoyed previously. Really happy with everything and how it turned out. This fabric is way too hot. The next time I sew it, it'll definitely be in a natural fabric. And it will also be in a bigger size because I completely forgot to check the finished measurements. When I went to alter the shoulders, I didn't have to. And typically I have to make a narrow shoulder adjustment. It's because I chose the size for my shoulders, not for my actual bust. So there's 1/2 inch of ease in this, and that is definitely not enough. I also think I will lengthen the sleeve and make a shallower hemline. The jeans are the trio pants from the sewing workshop that I talked about in my last video. Really like them. With them, I would also tweak it and lower the waistband at the center front a bit. It's kind of pooling here, and I don't like that feeling. But I'm really thrilled with the two pieces that I made for the start of this year, and I will definitely do them again. As I was saying in the last video, I didn't like tucking in t-shirts, but I wondered about creating waist definition that still had the fabric over my hips, so I didn't feel like my butt end was on display. And this is great. It feels soft and feminine. I don't feel like I'm glaring. I don't feel like my hips are huge. And note the word feeling. It's not necessarily about how it actually looks. It's about how I feel walking around in it, and would I be comfortable wearing this out in public. I'd have to lose about 1.5 inches on my full bust for me to like the amount of ease in here. I can wear it, but I'll be forever doing this. Most likely this one will move along. I really like the fabric, but let me tell you about that because I will not be buying more of this fabric. It's a plaid. I'm going out for lunch with a friend after I video this, so I thought I would change now and be ready. That is honestly has not enough room to even eat dinner, lunch. Why did I call this fabric a plaid? It's a phrase I use when I'm talking to my friend Mary, and it refers to having to fussy cut something. And this one, not only did I have to line up the Paisleys vertically, I had to line them up horizontally. It took me probably longer to cut out this garment than it did to sew it. It's not actually a plaid. I have the same feeling about dots that are in perfect lines in both directions. Any print that, if I do not take the time to line it up correctly, will be going diagonally across my body and not looking too cute. I love this, where it's way more abstract. The bottom of it actually is a plaid, but it's so subtle that it reads more like a stripe. I'm okay with that. I didn't notice the plaidness of this in the store. I was so delighted with the color and Paisley because that's my favorite motif. I'll pay closer attention now. This is my crossover project, completely finished. As I said, a win-win. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Let me give you every view. The top is Simplicity 9469, and the pants are the trio pants from the sewing workshop. The tweaks that I mentioned earlier, but other than that, feels very comfortable, and something new. I'm happy to have tried something new and to be enjoying it, and I will definitely make both of these again. This is an outfit I wore earlier in the week, and I filmed it, only it turned out too dark. The top is Vogue 8691 by Catherine Tilton. She designed this before she moved to Butterick. She calls it a peplum at the bottom. I call it a ruffle. I eliminated that part, and I'm left with this graceful line that feels very comfortable over my hips. Gives the impression that what's underneath is smaller, and that just makes me feel more comfortable when I'm going out and about. The pants are a German brand called Oscar. I bought these at a consignment store and then made a pattern from them and have sewed numerous pairs since. This is probably my absolute favorite outfit. I really don't have too much more to say, so it's likely to be quite a short video. This project I need to finish up. My oldest grandson called me a couple weeks ago to tell me that he called it his heaty pad, was broken and the rice was leaking out. He asked if I could make him another one, and at the same time said that his brother would want a new one too. So these are for my first two grandsons, and I have jasmine rice to put in them. And then my third grandson, these two are 12 and 10, and they are my daughter's children. This one is also 12, and he is my lovely bonus grandson that came when my son married his mom. I thought he might like one. He's so thrilled to have cousins. He might like one made up from the remnants of his cousins. That used up all the plaid, and I will fill those up. These two I'll have to mail. They live quite a ways away. This one I can deliver probably in a couple weeks. My machines are at the shop in the community where they live. My Berninas being blended together into one that works. When I pick them up, I can drop that off. We are filming this on the same camera. I returned the new camera, and then I returned the new camera. The screen on it was so small that even with my reading glasses on, I could not read that. I decided that I was getting a message that no new camera. I was going to put the microphone on this one, the lapel mic, and although it said it worked on Canon when I ordered it, apparently it doesn't work on this one. My feelings are that I started this channel to connect with other creatives and to hold myself accountable to actually sewing and enjoying sewing and sharing what I know. Right now, I think the thing to do is to use the camera I have until it no longer works. Having sent two back, I think that'll be it. Once I finish these, I will be clearing off the surface here, painting the top of the island, getting a new cover for the pressing board, painting the green wall. So next week's video may or may not have clothes in it. I'm semi-retired. The semi-unretired part of me is a basket maker, contemporary abstract baskets. I have everything that I created to illustrate the path from idea to where I am now. And that is applicable to all forms of creativity. I thought I might share that journey next week if it's unworkable in here. I don't want too long a break from sewing, so I hope it is workable. Anyway, I'm starting to natter, so thank you so much for being here. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.